Rice
Quackle
and pop.
poop. Why, Daddy?
Okay, well,
How?
I'm recording right now.
You're actually recording?
Yeah. Oh, you stopped your baby voice? So,
What do you eat? Are you eating snap,
here we
crackle,
go.
or poop right now? All three? Mix
Let's
together?
go. I'm actually recording right now.
Okay.
Here's Peridot. So now, in the next video, I'm gonna make Lapis, and let's see how you guys react. Guys,
All purple green.
this is my last video.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna be making videos on a different channel, but I'm tired of making these videos. Yeah, I know. It's just hard to impress you guys or like give you guys what you want because, listen, I've done the reverse video. Many of you were checking out the channel, but it's just I can't do it anymore. You can find me on a different channel, but I'm not sure which one yet. Anyways, see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nee, hoop je nog maar. Shit.
Yeah.
Maar ja, we
Hey, good morning, children. Today is today's the 12th of February, 2022. Last week, last Saturday, should have been my Saturday. The Saturday before that should have been my Saturday. The Saturday before that should have been my Saturday. It keeps not happening, and I wanted to say something to you children that like I know that in your hearts, down deep in your hearts, I know you love me, and you guys know that I love you. You know that. So when you guys are given the information that I need a supervisor, okay, your mother told you that in order for me to see you guys, I have to be supervised. I need you to understand, children, that even though they wrote that on a piece of paper, and even though that's something that your mother has told you, you children, I want you to know that that is coming from a wrong place, okay? It is not right. Listen to me, children. when you have your own children, it's not right for somebody to take your children from you and say that for you to see your own children, you have to be supervised. It's not right to do that. Like, here's an example. Naomi, all of your stuffed animals, you cannot play with your stuffed animals unless somebody supervises you. Okay? Nathan, you cannot play your video games unless somebody supervises you. Okay? Now, all of the arguments for me doing supervisor, I don't accept those arguments. Okay, children? Here's what I need you to understand. In January 2020, that is when your mother made me homeless. Okay? I slept in my van for 3 months while you guys went to school. You guys lived a normal life without me. Your mother told you that I left, but I didn't leave. Your mother told some white people who happened to be white, if they were black, they probably would not have done what they did. But the judge is white. And I'm not trying to cause you to hate white people, but you have a white Jesus on the wall at church. Your pastor is white. The Toma Police Department officers are white. The judge is white. The guardian ad litem is white. Your landlord company is white. So in Toma, Nathan and Naomi, pretty much most all of the people here identify as white. Even though their skin color is peach, they identify themselves as white. So because they consider themselves white, they're white. Okay? When they put on the census, they click the box white. They don't click the box that says other. I'm peach, not white. They say white. And when you're white, there's a whole mindset that comes with being white. And there's a mindset of how they treat blacks. So you have two ways to deal with white people, children. And one way to deal with white people is you kiss up to white people. And the other way you deal with white people is not deal with them at all. And when you're living in Toma, you've got to either kiss up to white people or people who identify as white. Now, some of your friends, they don't identify themselves as white. Some of your friends, son and Naomi, they're just people. They're just children. You know what I'm saying? But by the time you become an adult, in your mind, you consider yourself white or black or whatever. It just is. Okay? So, your mother went to whites. She went to a white judge, a white police officer, a white pastor, she went to white people. And white people, people who identify as white, sometimes in their body, in their mind, is a way to treat black men. Son, unfortunately, the way that I've been treated by many of these white people, you might end up being treated like that one day if the world doesn't change. If the world stays the same, if the world stays like it is right now, it's possible that you might deal with exactly what I'm dealing with. I don't want that for you. And that is why I will not ask for a supervisor. Because in 2020, when your mother caused me to be homeless, right, I slept in the van, and I went to court, and I did everything I could to get it so that I could see my children. And that white judge, who does not look at me like a human, he doesn't. A lot of people who identify as white, they don't look at blacks like you and me, son, and Naomi. They don't look at us like we're human beings. They will do whatever they can. In slavery days, they took the children away from the parents. They took the husband away from the wife because we were property. We were property. We were property. We were just like a llama or a dog or a horse or an animal on a farm. We were a farm animal, not me and not you, but that is the origin story of how we got here in America. So it's not difficult for the judge to say to me, you can't see your children, because that's what the judge told me. And I told him he was wrong for doing that, because there's a Constitution that says on the Fourth Amendment, you cannot strip somebody of their parental rights, meaning that I, as a father, I have rights. But because Valerie, she said a bunch of negative things about me, your mother, I've been knowing Valerie since I was 21 years old. Before she was your mother, she was my wife. So, son and daughter, you never, ever, ever have, when things are going on between me and Valerie, don't say nothing. Don't chime in. Don't defend your mother. Don't defend me to your mother. Stay out of it, because it's not your place. You shouldn't even know about all this type of stuff that Valerie and me are going back and forth about. You shouldn't even know about it. You shouldn't, but because your mother has made it so that you guys have a view, because she shouldn't be talking about it. And that's why I call it parental alienation, because that is what the court calls it. The court gave us a class, and it said when you talk to the children in the way that your mother has talked to them, that makes you guys argue with me. When you guys argue with me like you did in the last phone call, that's called psychological enmeshment. That is part of the court record. And instead of the court, the judge recognizing that that's a problem that Valerie has, he believes her and uses her stuff against me. And son, here's the thing. When you're brilliant like me, when you're brilliant like you, okay, son, your brilliance might get you in trouble. It might. They have called me, the Toma Police Department have called me an uppity N-word. Why? Because I know the law. And they have to break the law in order to keep on doing this stuff against me. And Valerie enjoys the benefits of it. She's enjoying that I haven't been able to see you guys. Valerie very easily can do what she did, what she brought you over here. The only reason why I don't see my children is because of your mother, not because of the judge. The judge obeyed your mother. The guardian ad litem obeyed your mother. The guardian ad litem, he don't call me. He don't call me because he's a liar. And I called him a liar because he lied. I caught him in a lie. And when white people who identify as white, when white people are caught in a lie and a black person can prove that they caught him in a lie, they, instead of saying apologize, you know what, I lied. What they do is they dig in deeper and they get even more. That guardian ad litem is a liar. And he lied on you guys. He lied on you guys. But listen, here's the thing. Here's my point. Children, I love you and I want to see you. For the past 2 years, it's been 26 months. This is February. This is Black History Month, right? So I am making a historical record of everything that has happened. So you're going to see it. I'm going to publish for the public benefit, because there's a lot of black men, son, who their children have been taken away from them by a white system that deals with black people in a hard way. And separate from that, there is a bunch of baby mamas that have evil intentions towards the man, whether because they want him back or whatever. And so they block men from their children. Son, I've talked about it with so many men. I'm going to let you hear that stuff as you get older. Because guess what? It might happen to you. I don't want it to happen to you. That's why I'm standing up the way I am. So no, I will not be asking for a supervisor, because I won't be asking for a supervisor, because I cannot become more humbler than I've been. I've done, son, your mother has enjoyed, listen to me, she's enjoyed having you and Naomi without me. You got to understand, son, your mother, if I were dead, okay, if I were dead, your mother would do a good job of raising you, okay? I'm not saying that your mother is a bad mother or incapable. She's very capable. Okay? So, and she's demonstrated to me, even before we were divorced, that if you put things in her hands, she can take care of it, and she'll do as good of a job as any other woman, and do as good of a job as some men, different men, depending on what their their capabilities are. She's able to do a good job, just like some certain women, depending on their capability. So that's not at issue. I'm never. That's not an issue. Here's what my issue is, and here's what is the main problem. I'm alive. I'm alive, and Valerie is blocking me from my children. In other words, here's what she could do. This is what your mother could do. She could look at the court order, and instead of talking to the guardian ad litem about he needs a supervisor, she could come over here and drop y'all off. Because she knows down in her heart, she knows that Matthew Walker is not crazy. She might have told you that I'm mentally ill. She might have told you that. But children, you know your dad is a solid person. But since y'all may be convinced by your mother that I'm not, because of all the things that she's told you, your mother knows that I'm solid. That's the reason why your mother keeps on getting involved in the conversations between me and my children. Because if I were really, really, really crazy, like if I was really, really mentally ill, like she has told the judge, okay, if that were really the case, then just take me from my parental rights altogether. Don't even give me opportunity to see y'all, because if I'm crazy. But here's the thing. Here's the difference, son, between you two, you and Naomi and Olivia. The difference between you two and Olivia is your dad wants you. I want you. I want you in my life. Olivia's dad did not want her, partially because he could not say, his name is Tone. I met him. He doesn't like Lysandra. Lysandra was a horrible person in his eyes, and so he didn't want nothing to do with Lysandra or the product of them having sex, Olivia. So Olivia, when she was 4, 5, and 6 years old, your age, Naomi, she looked at me as a father figure. She spoke it out of her mouth when she was 6 years old. The same way, Naomi, that you sit in my lap and you hug me and you hold me, the same way that you enjoy me holding you is the same thing that Olivia enjoyed, but a different version, because it was weird to me for a young little girl to be in my arms like that, because I wasn't, I didn't have no children. So I'm in my 20s being a father figure to Olivia. Valerie saw that the whole time. She hasn't brought that up in court. I didn't need to be supervised at that time. Do you know what they did? They made sure all the quality time that I was willing to spend with Olivia, they made sure that it happened. Lysandra and Valerie. It was encouraged. Okay? Olivia moved out to California when Nathan was born so that we could care for her. And so me and her used to walk up mountains together. Yes, I got video footage of me and Olivia, because once you came, Nathan, once Nathan was born, I don't want nobody else's children. And Olivia, she was 11 years old, so she's popping out in all these different areas of almost becoming an adult, getting ready to have her period. Man, get away from me with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like not get away from me like I can't stand you, but she had Olivia had almost 11 years at that point of me being in her life and being a figure. More like 10 years, like, because I wasn't around her when she was a baby. But Olivia had me in her life. I've proven to Valerie and to Lysandra and to Pearl and to everybody that I'm solid, and they know it. They know it. So this is not, me being blocked from my children is not about actual mental illness. This is about spite. They're using the term mental illness against me because guess what? Let's say I am mentally ill. Let's say, children, that I am mentally ill. Guess what? You're not supposed to discriminate against mentally ill people. You're supposed to help them. And here's what you do. When you block me from my children, you're not helping me. Oh, I'm mentally ill. Oh, I'm mentally ill. Give me my children and I'll be fine. Give me my children. Guess what? Everything goes back to normal. You know why everything goes back to normal when I have my children? You know why? Because that is what it's about. It's about making me suffer. That's what it's about. That's why the judge is doing what he did, and the guardian ad litem is doing what he did, and Valerie is doing what she does. That's why. It's to make me suffer because here's the situation. And listen, son, you don't have to believe me. And guess what? You probably won't get this message because your mother is going to block you from getting this message. But guess what? That's why I have my own podcast. What I'm saying right now is going to come out to the world, the whole world. Because if I can't reach my children through Valerie, if I can't reach my children directly, then guess what? I'm going to reach everybody else in the world, and then the whole world is going to reach my children. I am going to parent my son and my daughter. Y'all are going to get the benefit of me. If I got to give, listen, my good parenting, guess what? I'm finna stand up. And do some comedy and some of my music in front of a bunch of children coming up in the springtime and the summertime. And I have been doing a bunch. I got a lot of stuff because I do children's stuff. I was a children's church teacher before. I was Olivia's, father figure type person. I was a children's church teacher, and I was good at it. Children. The reason why, listen, son, God set me up, son, so that there's no better father. There's nobody better than me, son, for you and Naomi. You guys got the best father on the planet for you. I'm irreplaceable. The fact that your mother told you, son, you said to me, Mommy said, you said, because you and Mommy are not together, we need to have another father. Who says that? Who says that? Son, your friend across the street got a mother and a stepfather, and he has a father and probably a stepmother, and you see that child, they go over to their dad's house on a regular basis. You see that. You see that. Where's Xander? I think his name is Xander. Oh, he's over with his mother. Oh, I was with my father last week. You're seeing it. Guess what? It happens all the time. Now, he happens to be the color scheme. I think he's peach color, right? But here's the thing. So he is the skin color peach, but his parents probably identify themselves as white. Most people do because on the census, it says white. Now, white and black are not in the Bible, son, just so you know. There's no such thing as white and black. So racism is not in the Bible as something that is supposed to be. Racism exists because there are whites who identify themselves as white, and whites feel that they're better than blacks. People who identify themselves as white, it doesn't exist because when they look in the mirror, they know that they're not white, and they know that they're not better than other people. But because they identify themselves as white, they feel they're better. And whites are better than blacks, so that's why the whites who have set things up, all you have to do is bow to the whites, and they give you what you want. Valerie bows to the whites, and so that's why those whites who identify as white, their skin color is peach, or their origin is something different than whatever, okay? Now, your friend Xander, his parents probably identify as white. Doesn't mean they're racist, but it means that they identify themselves with a construct called white that feel that they're better than blacks. And guess what? When they went to court, they're able, the son is able to go back and forth to the mother and father with no problem. No problems at all. How come Xander gets to go spend time with his father and his mother with no problem? And how come you, who happen to be black, Negro, African American, N-word, and others? Remember, son, when you were at school, your teacher, check this out. Your teacher told me that when you were 7 years old. So this is Naomi she's either kindergarten age or before kindergarten age. And I believe that you were going to school by yourself, and you were I think you were the only black child in the school. And remember, black does not exist. Black is the absence of color to a degree. White is the absence of color, or something like that. Black, when you look in the dictionary, the word black, and you look in the dictionary, the word white, the reason why those words are what they are is to reinforce a system, son, of racism. A system to oppress people who are darker skin color. It's a hue. So in the Bible, race does not exist, but in America, race does. For you to be labeled as black, the only black in the school, that shows you that's a byproduct of a racism system. It just is. It just is, son. And to be honest with you, I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to be able to have you, me, and Jesus, and Naomi, and Jesus, and whatever. But at your school, at your church, the church that your mother goes to, it's a white, that pastor, when he stands up, he puts on the census that he's white. He identifies as white, and there is a white Jesus on the wall. When you go up in there, you look, President Obama, he's considered the first black president, but he's not black. His mother is white, and his father is I can't remember what he's from one of the countries in Africa. So is he white or is he black? No, he's Barack Obama. That's what he is. He's himself. You are yourself. I am myself. But because people identify themselves as white, they force me to identify myself as black. Look at the census document, son. The census. Ask your mother to show you the census document. It says white, and then it says black, African American, Negro, whatever. Because it doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It doesn't matter what people of our skin color call ourselves. We are not white, and that's the point. And so when you're not, when you don't identify, if you walk around right now, son, and identify yourself as white, you say, you know what, I'm white. They're going to laugh at you, and they're going to make you feel bad. And God showed me. Here's what happened. Your teacher, Miss Mary, she said to me, she said, Nathan, he had a breakdown today. What do you mean breakdown? Here's what he said. He said, all black people don't like chicken. All black people don't like watermelon. Son, that's what you said, according to Miss Mary. Now, when I brought you home, I never talked to you about it. I didn't talk to you about it because I knew what was going on, because I talked to God. As soon as she said it, I freezed her, like I freeze frame. I said, Lord, what's happening? And here's what God showed me, okay, in my heart, okay? And remember, your mother, she says she talks to God, and she says she's prophetic. And you have a whole bunch of people, Zanetta, Tim, all of them are people that pray and talk to the Lord. Guess what? I'm the same. Now, here's what came to me. Matt, your son is feeling the pressure of an anti-fairness system. That's all. It starts at a young age. My son is regarded as the only black child in the school. Remember when I was a news anchor? As the news anchor, I was the only black news anchor. There's never been another black news anchor before me or after me. Okay? Only black news anchor. And I'm the best at what I do. Whenever I do something, I'm good at it. I'm good at it. And sometimes it gets under white people's skin. That's why they've called me uppity. And what uppity means, son, it means that you're not acting like you're black. You're acting like you're better than black. And you need to know your place. Women have to deal with the same thing. It's called being an uppity woman. Right? The part of the reason why we didn't have a woman president is not just because Hillary was so bad, son. It was because she was a woman and the country as a whole was not ready to see a woman president as a whole. Because Donald Trump, he wasn't fantastic. You know, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't fantastic. He had way less presidential credentials than Obama did. He had way less presidential credentials than a lot of people, than President George Bush. But yet he won president over a woman. You see what I'm saying? So my point is this. Son, it's likely that your mother is not going to give you this message. Naomi is not going to hear this. And she's too young for this anyway. But I'm going to continue to elevate this conversation to the entire planet is going to be talking about me and my children. The entire planet is going to be talking about us. Unless your mother makes a decision to be fair with me. I do not want to continue being supervised to see my own children. Son, why don't you be supervised before you play your games? Have your mother sit up in there with you, or get one of your friends to be named to supervise, so you cannot play your games unless somebody's supervising. You do that. Do that for one day, and you won't like it. I did it for over 2 years. Children. I've already done it. It is, listen, this system, that white judge, that white guardian ad litem, those white police officers, that white mediator, that white family court commissioner, all of those people in their own way, they have disrespected me, son, so deep that you'll never understand it until you are an adult, right? You'll never understand how deep the disrespect that I received. You'll never understand it until you're an adult. I promise you, son, you don't want to feel what I'm feeling, and I don't want you to feel what I'm feeling. I don't want you to feel the disrespect that I endured. Your mother has used white people who identify themselves as white. She has used them to block me from my children. If you look, when you see this, son, as an adult, here's what I hope for. I want to be alive. Right now, because your mother has blocked you from me for 2 years, my mother and my father, they're 69 and 65. You don't even really know them. But you know her mother. But I can't take you to go see my own parents. If my mother dies and my father dies, if both of them die before all of this is over, I promise you, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to make songs about it. And I am going to make sure that everybody in the world knows how Valerie has blocked me from my children so that she could not, you're able to meet your grandmother on your mother's side, but you can't meet and hang out with my parents. It's egregious. My father and my mother, they love you. Nathan and Naomi, they love you. They love you. They look at your pictures all the time, but they can't get a hug from you. Why? Because your mother keeps blocking me. Guess what? Bless the Lord. I count it all joy when I go through when I go through all these trials. I'm counting all joy. So I have forgiven your mother, and I do feel your mother's a horrible person. So go ahead. Go ahead and be mad at me, son and daughter, for saying out loud that your mother's a horrible person. Okay, be mad at me about that. But guess what? If you get older and you didn't get a chance to meet my mother and meet my father, that's going to hurt me to my core. Because I helped Valerie make it so that her mother was still alive so that you both, Naomi and Nathan, could enjoy your mother. Pearl, if she was in a nursing home, she might be dead by now. If she didn't live with us for the whole marriage, she might be dead by now. My mother and my father don't even get to benefit from my labor to be a blessing to Valerie. I'm going to talk about this in my comedy. I'm going to talk about it on my show. Valerie, she does not like that I have kept so many good, accurate records of everything that has happened in our marriage. She doesn't like it, son. And you know why? Because everything that she's told you, that you have as a memory, as the way it is, guess what? By the time you're 15, 16, you're going to know the actual situation because I'm going to do such a good job. Listen, son. I'm a broadcaster. I am a broadcaster. I'm a rapper. And listen, I'm a professional testifier. I have documents on top of documents. I've got evidence on top of evidence. And guess what? It doesn't matter. When you're black like me, son, and you go into court, you're considered an uppity Negro. They don't even let you, the judge has never even read all my stuff. They snap at me, son. Son, when I go into court, they do me bogus. They yell at me. They scream at me. They snap on me. I can show it to you. But guess what? The reason why I'm happy about it, son, is because I already know. Olivia, when she thinks about her father, here's what she has to always go back to. In her heart, she can say, Uncle Matt was there for me. And guess what? Right now, she don't appreciate it. Right now, I really think about Olivia. I really think that she's scum of the earth right now. And I'm going to tell you why I feel Olivia is scum of the earth. Because she has an opportunity to do for me a version of what I did for her. And that is I stood up for her. I stood up for Olivia and made sure that, you know what, if nobody else is going to make sure that Olivia has some dad in her life, I'll do it myself. And I needed Olivia over the past 2 years. I needed her to say, you know what, y'all blocking Uncle Matt from his children. Guess what? I'm going to do something. I'm going to say something to Valerie. I'm going to say something to somebody.
Son,
she hasn't even done that. And that's why I feel it was a waste of time to be a blessing to her. So thank you, Valerie, and thank you, Lysandra, for wasting my time on an ungrateful brat like Olivia. Thank you. It was a waste of time because if a child can grow up and treat me the way that Olivia's treated me, then it was a waste of time. So now I know, guess what? Guess what, children? Guess what? If your mother can successfully turn you against me, if your mother can turn you against me, If your mother can turn you against me, then what am I fighting for, son? If when I get on the phone with you during my precious little 2 hours, and your mother can turn you against me, your mother got you saying to me, son, you said to me, because you're not with mommy, we need another father. We need another dad. You said that to me. What am I fighting for? Why would I fight to try to spend time with children who are eventually going to treat me the way Olivia treated me? Why would I do that? Why would I spend time to be a blessing to children who are going to treat me the way that Jalen and Maya treat me? They don't give a flip a dip. They don't care about me at all. They don't care. They have no care. Now listen, I recognize that Lysandra and Valerie, as powerful as they are, they have to lie. They're not good people, in my opinion. But children, by the time they're Maya's age and Jalen's age, they should know. By the time Richard should know. Richard let me be homeless, even though I asked him a while ago to sleep on his couch so I wasn't homeless. Richard didn't care. Richard let me be homeless. So guess what? If that's the case, son, I'm going to be honest with you. All of Valerie's family members, on Thanksgiving, I just wanted to spend time with my children on Thanksgiving 2021. Your cousin, Jennifer, cussed me out on the phone. And Tina Augustus handed her the phone. So I've been dealing with I've been dealing with things, son, that you don't know about. And guess what? Here's the blessed part. When I put it all into a nice, wonderful movie, when I put it all into the episodes of my TV shows and my cartoons and my music, when I put it all together, son, listen, when I put it all together, please understand, as I move on with my life, please understand, son and daughter. I loved you, I love you, and I'm always going to love you. I have feelings about my children. You guys are the only children that I've birthed at this point. But I see now that it's so easy to take somebody's children away. Xander gets to have both of his parents, but y'all don't get to have both of yours. Valerie gets to have a great relationship with her mother, but my mother and my father, they don't get to have y'all at all. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you for being a wonderful person. Wonderful? Yeah, wonderful. That's what you are, wonderful. Yeah. You take care of my children. You take care, Nathan and Naomi, that mommy takes good care of us. I'm so happy that my hostages are safe in your care. So, since I have to allow my children to be hostages, you're not supposed to negotiate with a person who's going to take your children hostage like that. It's been 2 years. It's been 26 months, Valerie. It's overtime. 50-50 custody, 50-50 placement. Since I'm not going to have it from you, guess what? I'm going to use my authority in Christ. I'm going to use my authority as a man. I'm going to use my authority from the Constitution. I'm going to use my authority based on Wisconsin statutes. And I'm going to use my authority in the First Amendment to make sure that you know and make sure that my children know that I love them and let them know about how you, Valerie, have treated my children and have treated me over the past 26 months. All you got to do is be fair with me and let me have my children in a normal way. But because you keep on blocking me, I got to keep on. I'm gonna continue forward. And the Matt Ellipsis show, protected by the First Amendment, m3dots.com. I'm going to continue. Bino and my babies. I'm a professional testifier. Thank you so much for listening to a product of Guide Radio, m3dots.com.
All right, Pastor Joseph. So this one, I'm messing with this. I think I'm gonna call it The Fresh Maker Speaketh. I think that's the name of this one, right? But, sir, you'll be free to rename this. And this is an oldie but goodie, but I think that you'll be blessed by the way I do this, okay? I just got this from the Lord a few minutes ago, right? Now, listen, it's going to start off, you're going to be talking, so, and then you, however you kick it in, and, and then I'm going to start rhyming, all right? So you'll see.
Young Nab, baby.
This is an introduction to a new era, the reformation of lyricism. Restructure the alignment and the assignment, the mountains that we're climbing to wind up in the industry. The ideology that maintained for this point won't sustain as we release new joints into the mainstream within the culture. The reason for my coming is not to demote you. I come to impart. Write this on the tablet of your heart. Kickstart you to your destination. Deliver to you vital information over a beat that requires up to the minute articulation. Staying on the cutting edge. Throw my line over the ledge and proceed to get deep into the cuts rule. Hopefully I get you to step within the and precepts of as man, doggone it. Oh man, I knew this one. But listen, this how the hook go. Sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's God. Sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's God. Sometimes it's me, 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 and sometimes it's God. Sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's God. Sometimes it's me. Oh snaps, the fresh maker speaketh. 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 Oh snaps, Faith Jam is speaking. Faith Jam's in the building, man. The Ellipsis is the fresh maker speaking. Pastor Joseph in the building. Pastor Joseph Faith Jam. The fresh maker speaketh. The fresh maker speaketh. The fresh maker speaketh. The fresh maker speaketh. Faith Jam at Ellipsis. Pastor Joseph in the building. Oh, Pastor Joseph owns the building. That's the way it need to end. Not in the building. Pastor Joseph owns the building.
Young Nab, baby.
Anyway, I did it better at first, but we could chop it up. And what I wanted you to do is that we could record that after you get off work today. Just that little snippet, you know what I'm saying, one little thing. And then you could mess with it. And like, I wanted to show you how to put the little echoes in there and little stuff like that. Because you should be able to do that in Audacity. And then it'll just be a nice little, however you do it. And when you finish mixing it, I'll be able to fine tune the mix. And then I'm going to show you, after you mix it, you go to a website, you upload it, it masters it, makes it perfect, and then you download it, and then that's the song. It's finalized. You will be able to do that today. I want to do this one today. I'm going to come over today, sir. I'm going to come over to the Faith Jam Studios and record the first song. You know what I'm saying? This one right here. And your voice is in that joke at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And then however you want to end it, you know what I'm saying? And look, you'll have all the options. You can say, I want to put this here. I want to put this there. You know what I'm saying? Take it and treat it like you're cooking a meal. When you're mixing and when you're making a song, sir, you're making a meal. And then you sit it down at the you know what I'm saying? And so a person's that as they're eating their meal, they're hearing little pieces of it. And so you want to put when you hear other songs, if there's a little thing that you heard in another song, it's like they go in the back, and you like, man, I want to see if this will work. This right, and it might not work like exactly, but it might work like, hey, you know what? I like that. That's cool. Boom. I have editorial control at my studio. You have editorial control over the music, over me. You play me like an instrument in your place. You say, Matt, do this piece, do this piece. I'm about to give you all my song lyrics. That's another thing that I should have already gave it to you. So I'm gonna make sure you got them by Friday. I put my lyrics in a book for the first three albums. Impartation, I Wish You Knew, and Face the Music. All of those, you could just look at the song lyrics. And the first two albums, I got the scripture references a long time, right? So you'll have that. The other ones, the newest ones, I'm working on typing those up. Like I type my lyrics into my phone and then I put them in. So I got my system. I just haven't published it. By January at some point, my goal is to have all of the lyrics that I got up to this point in one book, and then that way all of them be copywriting. You mean to tell me you ain't copyright? It's $45 every time you submit one. For every song. If I submitted $45 for every single time. Now listen, the albums, Impartation, I Wish You Knew, and Face the Music, all of those are copywritten based on a copyright that I did a long time ago. But I want to update all of them and encompass some of the newer stuff, and that way the little scribbles, I'm able to get all my scribbles all the way to 2036, all my little scribble ideas that I ain't even done yet, but I'm gonna do. I can put all of them in one little document, publish it, publish it through my publishing company, and then copyright it through my little personal copyright office, because I am the legal department of everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I'm the legal department. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do the taxes. Everybody knows how to do their thing. You the money department. Anything I got going on, you're part of the money, except for maybe like the small little bit that I hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that like the account that you're gonna set up, I'm gonna have a debit card. I'll have access to it, but you gonna see. Swipe, I went to the hotel. Swipe, I went to the put gas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not using company Faith Jam money to do Matt ridiculous stuff. You see what I'm saying? So I'm staying on point with yours, and I'm also gonna put money in there too, cause you don't just invest in me, I invest in me, doggone it, right? You gave me $500, doggone it, my money coming in. You know, I'm supposed to get 10,000 or so, hopefully, whatever. Whenever that stuff gonna show up, I'm putting as much of that up in there. Bam. I'm putting as much as I can into the Faith Jam account. I need that account to be on point, because I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Faith Jam card ain't gonna mess up like my cards. My USAA cards, they mess up all the time. That's the reason why I was stranded yesterday. Cause I got my USA. You right. Now I'm gonna keep my USA because I like my USA, and that's where my that's where my, you know what I'm saying, my 144 a month gonna go in there. And that's right. I got, So, but I'm upgrading. In other words, I'll hold on to what I got sitting in my account and use that for my personal, deodorant and, personal when I got to do something personal. But then when I got to do something that's Faith Jam, Matt Ellipsis, swipe with the what you call it. And listen, I don't do nothing frivolous. If I got to make, like one of the things I got to get is I got to get computers and blank CDs and all that stuff, and I got to bring them over to your warehouse so that we can manufacture that. I'm gonna get the CD printer, CD manufacturer, the duplicator, because my duplicator is in Georgia. But I need my duplicator in Georgia. If everything goes right, I need it down there too. So they only $99 for a duplicator, and you get 12. You duplicate 12 at a time. So I'm finna buy me, when I get more money, I'm getting another CD printer, maybe two, preferably one for your place, and a duplicator for your place. And so you'll be able to do the whole thing right there. Now listen, that just means I need a small little spot where that stuff is at. It don't take that much space. A duplicator and the printer. That's all. And you can use the printer for regular printing. Because I don't know if you got a printer. You probably do got a printer, but now you got another printer. But this one prints onto the CDs. And then when you say, hey, Matt, I need to quickly make about 5 CDs off of this. I just want to put this. Guess what? You got it. You had the software on your computer. Boom, you got it. Print it out, seal it up, and you walk out the door. That's how I've been running my life for years. I still got 2 tubs of CDs from all that time because I just kept making them. And even though I lost my storage with a lot of stuff in it and had a lot of raw materials in there, God made it urgent for me to get all of my raw materials for my CD making, get it out and get it to Georgia. I didn't know I was going to lose my storage. And it really hurts that I lost my storage. And I could have called for help on that. That's on me. I should have called for help, but I didn't call for help. I didn't because I did not want to call for help. Because that's my storage. I'm a man. I'm not, begging nobody to solve all my problems. The only problems that me and Pastor Joseph really got to help me with is Faith Jam at Ellipsis problems. Any other problems is gratuitous. Some of it could be overstepping boundaries or whatever, but we're friends, so we know how to iron out our stuff. The stuff that I heard from you last night, man, was so powerful. It's blessed me so much, man. I love you so much, bruh. I love you so much, Pastor Joseph. I love you so much. And I hope that you've seen from me, like as you talk about, you've definitely, everything that you've talked about in terms of demonstrating your character and all that, you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? You're right. I don't have, when you say it, all I can say is amen, because you're right. Now, I'm hoping you've seen the one major thing that I'm able, as great and as amazing as I am, in certain people's eyes, I hope that you have seen me always respect you. We've disagreed over the years. We've prayed over the years. We've challenged each other over the years. Okay? But the one thing, and you've praised me a lot. You have slathered so much doggone love on me, like I'm your own little brother, like I'm your son, like I'm your friend, like I'm your, well, you hooked me up, man, okay? Nobody else has done that like you. And I owe you thanks, and I owe you a lifetime of harvests related to our relationship. So no, I'm never going to let what we got is never going to be messed with, faddled with. But here's the problem. Like you said, you and me, we got to move. Harmless as doves. Wise as these snaky jokers out there. So that's why I move like I move. You and me, we don't always explain everything fully to each other because our lives got a lot of stuff going on. I've not cussed until January 3rd, 2020, when I was homeless. I got the audio of my first time cussing. I'm going to let you hear it. I'm going to let you hear it, Pastor Joseph. It's ridiculous. I'm like, you mother, God, darn it, But I learned that you could be a man of God, of stature, like Pastor Joseph A. McLean. And sometimes
See you later, Naomi. I do not see them. Are they in your backpack? Somebody has the same water bottle as me.
Yep, my friend Lily has the same boots as you.
So, Naomi, what'd you do at school today? Were you in this classroom?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you sit in this classroom?
Everywhere.
You sit everywhere?
Yeah. We have to sit on the white line.
What's so special about the white line, baby?
Nothing.
Nothing special about the white line?
No.
Okay. You got some boots? Let's go to your boots. Or your shoes.
They're not in here unless
How's it going, school counselor, ma'am? That's good. Yeah, pretty good.
missing gloves and stuff.
I do not. Good job, buddy. All right, let's go see. Bet you they're waiting for us.
The timer's out.
So, baby, so tell me, do you know the addition now? Do you know math addition, like 2 plus 2?
It's 3.
Oh. Okay, what's 50 times 50?
50.
Yes. What is 100 minus 72?
2.
Yes. Okay. What is 9 plus 1?
100.
Ooh, very brilliant. What is 67? Why are you coming up on? What you doing? We're having an interview, okay? I take you and put you down the toilet. Hmm? Now.
He is going on the bus.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Why are you messing? What's his name?
Minus.
His name is Linus. Linus? Does Linus be messing with you?
If we know.
So tell me, baby, what is 18 minus 5?
18 and 5.
Yep.
8, 5. Mixed up together.
Yes, baby. Now what is who do you think you are? Naomi. Naomi. Wait, is this James? Is this James from next door? Wait, Naomi, is this James from next door?
No.
No, different James.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Naomi, Morgan,
I was talking to
Linus.
Oh, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go outside and catch the
Tell her we're late for the bus. We gotta go.
Baby, you about to get on the bus?
Bus isn't here. Wait right here.
Okay.
Stop. Wait for the bus to stop.
Hey, baby. Now look at me. Now, here's what I want you to do when you get on the bus. I want you to have a seat. You sit down. Stop jumping around. You get on the bus. Give me a sit down. See you later, baby. Give me a kiss.
Linus, you look for your...
I get one of them. I get a hug. Oh, my baby.
Billy's gone. There's another white man in there. He ain't near Rocket. Billy, he wanted me to whoop him.
One day I'll see if I can get an obituary or something like that.
I heard you say lawyer. There's a lot of lawyers out there, man. Some of them is liars.
Oh,
So
man.
Be careful, buddy.
No, I got you.
I'm talking about Billy, man. You know Billy, don't you?
You know Billy?
Mr. Billy who passed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Billy. That's sad.
Man.
That's the one I came to see, man. That's the one I was going to.
Get him money to, yeah.
This is the chef I stayed with 2 months,
Yeah.
9 years ago, 10 years ago. I stayed with him. No. One day, that was it.
Wow.
One day, that's right before I came down.
Yeah, if he said something to me, I kind of
Forgot it?
went past it. Yeah.
You getting that old, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Look, years ago,
Yeah.
when I was in Joliet, and y'all was small,
Yeah.
I was supposed to go into business with this man.
Clean some rugs. Yeah.
I was supposed to go into business with this. And my mama stopped me.
Doggone it.
And this man is in business there. Look, what did you tell Fred? You had to tell Fred some good stuff. He worked for Fred. When he got out of service,
Yeah.
I had a truck ready for him, and he worked for Fred. So Fred, you said, I'm gonna tell you what you said. Man, that son of a bitch works his ass off. He will. That motherfucker will work his motherfucking out. You better keep that motherfucker. That's probably what you said.
Fred. Who was that? That pipe place you were working for?
Yeah.
Fred Feinberg, I think. Fred Feinberg, I think that was
Fred
his name.
Feinberg. Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
So what happened to you? I remember you was the little ass kicking, wrestling. I'm gonna whoop you over the white ass.
He loved Mayor Washington. He loved. I don't know why you ain't got Mayor Washington.
Hey, no, I got him up there. If I had a Washington poster, it'd be up there too. Especially now, we gotta put that shit up. Yeah.
So, right, smart move.
Hey, see, police, see, Chicago like this, not Wisconsin. Police with Mayor, who was that Jewish guy that ran against Mayor Washington?
Talking about Rahm Emanuel?
What the hell was his name?
Epner, yeah, you're right.
Epton, was it?
Epton.
Yeah.
Police had Epton on his show.
Mm.
I had Mayor
Oh,
Washington.
yeah.
I'm driving the truck downtown. Get them cars out of get out! Then this policeman said, that son of a bitch embarrassing me in front of all these people walking across. So I'm gonna go around and pretend I'm gonna write a ticket. So I jumped in the back, got him some yogurt, the brother took me over, gave me some steak and eggs. That's how Chicago is. We don't give a fuck. Hampton, Washington, we cool.
Verdoliac.
Yeah, we cool. Even though there's some racist motherfuckers.
Oh, flat. I'm not ashamed of it like today. Oh, no, they were proud of it. Yeah, the good old days. There was nobody hiding that shit. Nobody hiding that.
I got
You have a stroke or what? What's going on?
13 years ago. I wash, iron, cook, drive, I do everything. And my son, he don't live with me. He just come, you know, I mean, I'm hard. Homie, you don't feel sorry for me. Because I'm going to talk about you like you're my second son. And then, see, I don't like him to be around me too much because I get spoiled. You know what I mean? Man, I take out the garbage, I'll get on my knees and do the floor, I'll take a shit. I'll fall 5 times a day. Homie don't play.
Get
Homie
back
still,
up, right?
That's right.
Now, you know Mike, funny, Mike the toy? Kidney failure.
Wait, Mike.
Mike, yeah, the guy you borrowed the money from, Mike. Mike, the black guy used to work for
No,
me.
he kidney failure. Does he have to do dialysis?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, he's fucked up, yeah. Yeah, he's in bad shape.
So you know.
That happened, man, I don't even, 5, 6, 7, no, maybe long, probably about 10 years ago.
Until you.
Oh, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, and then,
What I keep finna asking when we get in, how is Bob Greger doing?
Greger I haven't seen. I heard he retired. I don't know if you know Russ.
Why don't you got that was your good friend, man.
Yeah, so I might have been 74.
Oh, yeah.
73, I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, but I had plenty of seniority and I'm bumping those white boys off the motherfucking ground and they crying and they I can't come to my day. Fuck you. When I came there, it was 5 blacks, and then there were 1. And they thought I was going to say, I'm the #1 black guy, and I'm so good. I'm so good. Yeah, you know, we're having cauliflower tonight, or what are we having? Beans? And then, but I walked into Greger's office.
Yeah.
I walked into Greger's office and said, you know, Greger, I'm the only black here, you know that? And that's why George let me go to his wedding, because I'm the token black, you know what? Wait a minute, man. And then I said, Greger, now, you need to hire a few blacks around here. And Greger said, what? I mean, otherwise I'm gonna bring down Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. My goodness, I'm the only one. And Greger would thought I was gonna come in like, I'm such a good black guy. And I'm not great. I'm the only black guy. Can I kiss your behind?
Thank you, Mr. Bob. Thank you, Mr. Bob.
We can joke about that shit in Chicago and fuck with people and joke about that shit. We can't do that in Wisconsin. It's serious. My daughter came to Wisconsin to see me when I first had a stroke, and I live in Kenosha. She rode a buggy, you know, on the side, and this white man said, why don't you roll it to the side? Andrew cussed him out, you motherfucker. Andrew tore that man's ass up, man.
Damn.
I mean, well, Andrew, I said, you're not in Illinois. The people mind their own goddamn business. You in Wisconsin, man. They'll kick your black ass.
So you're living in Wisconsin now, Kenosha?
Racine.
Racine, okay.
Next to Kenosha.
Yeah.
And wait a minute. And Greger said, what the fuck? You got any friends? We had Frank, Glenn, Michael Dawson, and another.
Doxy, yeah.
You remember Michael
Yeah, I
Dawson?
remember it, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when my dad started working there? Cause did you guys start?
He don't remember, but he was there.
Well, I was like, what the fuck is that white guy doing? I even told Greger, what the fuck is
Okay. So he starts working there. You say what? And then how did you come to decide to invite him to the wedding? Like what happened between him starting and then coming to the wedding?
I was in the Air Force. That's one thing they teach you in the service. Hey, the color don't mean shit. You're all the same. You all ain't shit. Guys from Philadelphia and stuff, man.
Yeah.
We're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing to me that the service teaches anybody.
Right.
Right.
None of you
And
motherfuckers are better than anybody else. Yeah.
and less than 2% of the American population go into the military. So it's like it's kind of a shocker. It was a shocker for me, being just in regular population of people that, wow, these attitudes and feelings and exist, even to this day. So
Yeah.
military was really kind of
Radically
ahead of.
egalitarian. Yeah. You are all the same.
Yeah, rank is what you're looking at. You're looking at rank, if anything else. That's what you're really looking at.
I'm just surprised. Look, you and Gregor were best friends.
Yeah, we
and
were.
Dan and Yo. You rather call and let him say, y'all are not best friends no more. Because Gregor, I said, Gregor, he's changed something. I said, Gregor, you
Still. Yeah, he's still a smoker. Yeah.
I said, you gonna die off this shit. I'm gonna die anyway, Gregor. Y'all gonna die early anyway. He's changed, Gregor's changed something. And so I had them friends. And then, I don't know if Gregor was mad or what, because I was loading trucks with Nita Lisi and delivering that in Europe. And both of them fired.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why but that Gregor and you are my man. Y'all were tight, man. Y'all were,
Things change,
yeah, but tell the wife, I'm that bad guy that comes. I told her about the $200 and I said, no. I said, I owe him $200 and George will whoop my ass and not give me what. Nobody's at the top. Man.
What's the address?
1518 St. Charles. We had the baddest looking building on the block. It was beautiful. The baddest looking building on the block. That's where I grew up. 15th, 16th of St. Charles.
Was St. Charles as busy?
Yeah. St. Charles always been a district. This is Charlie. They call it Charlie.
For me, it says that it was canceled.